What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, guess who called it? We got big Protea Prime information this week, and we actually got the release date today. So let's go over the best ways to farm Protea Prime when she releases on May 1st on all platforms. We're also going to discuss the Protea Prime release because we got to see her accessories today, I think, for the most part. So let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. Everything from predicting when the next Prime Access information will come out, to weekly reset videos, to build videos, and everything in between. You're in the right place for Warframe content. Alright, let's get right into it with the Protea Prime information, because I'm also going to tell you how to farm every relic in the game in the meta strategy, so you can be the most prepared for Protea Prime and get her like instantly and sell her, whatever you need to do on day one. Alright, so let's get right into it. We have the Protea Prime release date, May 1st, on all platforms. That is literally exactly 2 weeks from today's date. So you have 2 weeks to prepare if you want to prepare, and I already have prepared. So I'll tell you how you can prepare as well. But yes, we got a look at Protea Prime right here, looking cool. And we have our signature Cyandana here with some golden fanciness on it. There's also an ephemera. I don't know if this is the ephemera right here, but it's called the Temporal Prime Ephemera. I don't know. This looks like her shield nades to me, but maybe this is the ephemera. I don't think we've for sure seen the ephemera yet. But yes, what do you get in this pack, and also what is going to be available? If you watch my previous videos, you know, but we're going to have the Okina Prime weapon, and also the Velox Prime secondary weapon as well. With Protea Prime, her exclusive cosmetics will include this Cyandana you see right here, the Temporal Prime Ephemera, which I don't know. I really don't think that's it, personally. And also the Protea Prime Chronorum helmet, a special helmet for Protea Prime if you buy these accessories. Also a 90-day XP booster and resource booster. So yes, when this releases, what that means is Gauss Prime Access will no longer be able to be purchased, but you can still farm it in-game, besides the accessories, obviously. And also, Khora Prime is being put in the vault. So make sure you get Khora Prime in the next 2 weeks. Same with the Dual Keres Prime and the Hystrix Prime. Those are all getting vaulted. Now, as far as what should you do to prepare for this, you can actually prepare pretty easily since you have 2 whole weeks to prepare for this. What you should do is you should go over to your, well, let's start with the first thing. You can go over to your normal syndicates here and make sure you have maxed out rep on the day of May 1st. Like I said, you got 2 weeks to prepare, so you got plenty of time ahead. But when you go over here, you want to stack up as much rep as possible, like get to the maximum, and then you want to buy relic packs. So if I was to buy this relic pack right now, we just look at this. So like, let's say, you know, let's say it was Gauss Prime Access Day or something. I got 1 Gauss relic. So let's just imagine this was a Protea part instead. That's how it's going to work on day 1. You turn in all this stuff the day that Protea comes out. You'll be hopefully getting Protea relics, or Velox relics or Okina relics, whatever you want to get. You turn this in. You turn in all your rep. Additionally, you can go to the actual relay and turn in your syndicate medallions to go above the daily rep cap. Even though I've maxed up my rep for the day with these guys, turning in syndicate medallions allows me to go above the daily rep cap. So if you can basically have infinite relics as long as you had enough stacked up. So for example, I go over here and we go over to the syndicate person right here, and I would turn in medallions. So I turn in like this for, you know, like however many that would be, like 41,000 extra. That would get me back to max. I can just keep doing that over and over again until I run out of medallions, or if I have enough relics, I'm satisfied with how I can farm Protea Prime. That's one of the most basic ways to do it. Just basically, you do your syndicate medallion missions. So that's going to be like, you know, these like sabotage on Ceres for New Loka, all this kind of stuff. Now, it's going to depend what syndicate you're in, obviously, if you do this. But that's going to be one of the go-to strats people have done for years in this game to get those relics on day 1. Now, there's a more recent strategy involving open world missions. So let's go ahead and check out Old Man Soonbot on Cetus. There's relic packs available on the open worlds nowadays too. So the vendors that will give you this open world relics is going to be the mining vendors on the Necrolisk, the Plains of Eidolon, and on Fortuna. So their names are going to be, let me try to remember the names of them. You got Old Man Soonbot, obviously. You've also got Smoke Finger on Fortuna, and you've got Lloyd, I believe it is. Lloyd and Otak on the Necrolisk. So we go over here and we talk to Old Man Soonbot. See, it's like the same situation, but it's going to be a different place. So now, for these guys, you can't really stack them above the daily rep cap, unfortunately. There's a Khora relic right there. She's getting vaulted. But you can still have your stuff maxed at like 130k to get another 6 relic packs per open world. So that's another 18 relic packs between all 3 of the open worlds. That's all well and good. Let's go over another way to get relics. So you can actually turn your Steel Essence Detention for 25 relic packs in a week. I don't really need to show you how that works, but if you have the Steel Path unlocked, you have a bunch of Steel Essence, you can turn it into Teshin once Protea Prime comes out. Let's go over how to actually farm these in game without any additional preparation. Now, I'm going to show you the Rotation B method for Disruption. This is going to allow you to target farm specific types of relics, and this is how you're going to be able to get, Axie relics guaranteed, Meso relics guaranteed, whatever you're trying to do. Now, look at this and understand this properly, because this is something that might not be very obvious to most people. I know it wasn't very obvious to me, and I was like stubbornly like, no, I want to kill every demolist. You don't want to kill every demolist if you're actually trying to meta farm this stuff, guys. So, the way this works is that in Disruption, if you ever played Disruption, there are 4 conduits you're trying to defend. You need to be very particular in how many conduits you defend and let some of them get destroyed on purpose here to get the proper type of relic. So, the Rotation B method, basically on this chart, you want to make sure everything you're hitting is a B, the letter B, for the strategies we're going for today. So that means on rotation, or on wave 1, destroy every demolist. On wave 2, destroy every demolist or let one demolist get through. On on wave 3, you probably should start letting 2 of the demolists get through. And on rotation 4+, every single time, either let every demolist but 1 through or destroy 2 demolists. So that basically means tell your teammates, don't destroy those last 2 demolists or we're not going to get the Axie relic, okay? I'll be referring to the Rotation B method on lots of these strategies here, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you don't understand this, you might maybe just look at the chart again or something like that. Okay, so let's start with Lith Relics, the meta Lith Relic farming spots in Warframe. Now, my go-to spot is going to be Hepit in the Void. It is like a 1-minute mission. It's a guaranteed Lith Relic or an Aya for like like I said, 1-minute mission. Very, very easy. No big DPS required. No telling your teammates don't kill the demolist required. Just go in here, capture the dude, fly to the end, you're good to go. And hey, if you get an Aya instead of a Lith Relic, I don't think that's that bad, honestly. So great place right here, Hepit. You can also technically do Tesheb if you're getting bored of the capture mission, do an Exterminate instead. But yes, this is one of the best farms in the game for Lith Relics. And likely Protea will have 1 relic of each type. That's how they do things nowadays. We got a Lith Relic, a Meso, a Neo, and an Axie for Protea. For Meso relics, you could do another similar easy strat, go to Ukko in the Void. Unfortunately, though, this is not a guaranteed Lith, it's not a guaranteed Meso. Unlike Hepit is a guaranteed Lith, Ukko is a chance for a Meso, but it also can be a Neo as well. If you want a guaranteed Meso, I'm going to recommend that you do the Rotation B method on Olympus on Mars. This is a disruption node, so basically let 2 of the conduits get destroyed, and you're good to go on the Rotation B method on Olympus. Olympus is actually a pretty good, pretty quick, easy and quick disruption node to do, because not only the demo is very easy to kill, but it feels like the tile sets are usually pretty nicely generated as far as how quick the demos can get to the conduits. All right, so for Neo, you can, like I said, you can roll the dice and you can do Ukko, which is going to be either Meso or Neo or Aya technically. But if you want a guaranteed Neo, you're going to need to go back to Disruption, do the Rotation B method, okay? So on Sedna, on Kappa, you could do Rotation B method here for a guaranteed Neo, but maybe you fight too many Greniers, you want to do a different enemy type. You could do on Uranus to fight the Infested instead, and do the Rotation B method there for the easy relics. Now, if you don't do the Rotation B method, you'll be getting not what you want to get, basically. So make sure you're doing the Rotation B method on these planets. Now, for Axies, I wish I could give you plenty of options here, but you basically only have 1 option for Axies. That's going to be the Rotation B method on Apollo on Lua. Keep in mind, you can destroy every single demolist if you want to, but at that point you'll be rolling the dice. You'll be going from guaranteed Axie to a high chance of Axie, but there's also a chance you get a Universal Medallion. And Universal Medallions only give you 1,000 rep each, so you'd have to get 20 of those to get 1 relic pack from your syndicate. So do not do Rotation C. They basically don't kill every demolist here. Make sure your teammates go in there with people that you know will actually listen to what they're supposed to do. Because if you're doing Rotation C, on a lot of these planets, a lot of these strategies will fall apart with Rotation C. You must do Rotation B on these planets. But yes, Apollo on Lua is the only good place to do this. You could technically do it on Kappa on Sedna, but there's Gauss parts in the rotation drop table diluting the drops. So probably wouldn't recommend that one. There's technically other places too, but let's hope that you get all the extra that you need from those Syndicate Relic packs before you have to go farm anything. So yeah, this is all happening on May 1st, guys. Also, make sure you stack up your Void Traces the day of as well. I have a Void Traces meta farming guide if you'd like to check that out. You can actually do it on Disruption nodes if there's a Disruption fissure. So I'll see you guys next video. Yeah, Protea Prime's looking good. We'll be farming her on day 1 when she comes out. I'll be taking a bit of a break for a day or two to recover here, and I hope that you guys have found the videos fun to help. I've been having a great time making them. It's just yeah, a little bit drained right now, so I'll be back with, like, you know, in full force hopefully very soon. You guys enjoyed the farming guide. Protea Prime officially released. I totally predicted it, by the way. I'm like, okay, 3 months. Gauss came on the 17th of January. 3 months is like this week, so it was totally on the money. We got 2 weeks until it comes out, and you guys have a great time preparing and farming. I will see you guys next time. Peace.